We are headed to Carter's 15-month appointment.
Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow. Yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time? I remember that it's over, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah. I always knew that this would happen, yeah. You would find a new distraction. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Danny Marie, and we are headed to Carter's 15-month appointment. I can't believe he's 15 months. It's just going by so fast. He is doing all the things. He's walking. We're working on talking. He's saying a couple words, but yeah, he is doing his own thing. He's definitely a strong-minded kid, okay? Definitely very intuitive, an observant human being. He is strong-willed and loves music, loves to dance. And since I'm talking to you guys, I can't play music, right? So that's why he having a fit, because when I'm in the car, I have to play music for him to chill. But anyway, so we are headed to his 15-month appointment, and I have a few questions to ask his doctor. I love his doctor. His doctor is really sweet. I love the whole practice. His doctor, the nurse practitioner, all the nurses, they're all really sweet, and they get him in so quickly. Like, if you guys are looking for a pediatrician, make sure you get a practice that has an on-call nurse so that you can be able to call them even after hours. And then also make sure they are available to get you in, because when your baby is sick and you don't know what to do, you need to be able to have a peace of mind. So you want to choose a pediatrician that is going to be able to get them in on the day that they're sick. Like, my pediatrician, if I call and I'm like, hey, like, he's running a fever, I can't get his fever to break, like, I need his ears checked today, they will get him in today. But yeah, so I have a few questions in mind to ask the doctor. I like to make sure I have like a few questions written down. Most of the times I didn't get a chance to write these down this time, but they're all up here. So what I want to make sure I ask is about his talking. So I want to make sure he's saying enough words. He's been saying mama, he says Ace, which is our dog's name, and what else does he say? Shoot, what else does he say? He says mama, Ace, and he says hi, okay? So I want to ask her, is this the amount they should be talking at this moment in time? I want to talk to her about teething. He has a lot of teeth, and it looks like he's getting like his canines in, his molars are coming in, so he has a lot of teeth just coming in, and I think that's what's been like causing a lot of ear drainage and a lot of the ear infections he's been getting. He had like 2 in maybe the past month. So I want to talk to her about that. And I want to talk to her about sleep regression. Is it normal for them to have a sleep regression at 15 months? Or is this just him? Because he's been waking up through the night like the past week or so. And I did something really bad, which, guys, if you guys have sleep trained your child, do not do this. Don't keep getting up with them. Like, maybe if you know they're sick and you know they need you, get up with them like that night. But when they keep doing it, because they will, and we like to give him bottles to go back to sleep, don't do that. That is a no-no, because then they get so used to the fact that they have a bottle waiting on them to help soothe them to go to sleep, and they do not need that extra milk. They don't need it. It's just them being soothed back to sleep. Don't put them back in your bed. Don't do it. Listen to me. Listen. Do not do that, okay? Because you will regret it. But anyways, so yeah, that is what I want to ask. What else do I want to ask? Those are the main things I want to ask. So I'll come back to you guys when we get back to the house, and I'll talk to you guys about what the doctor said, what was normal, what to look out for, just all the things that I talked about. I will talk to you guys about what the answers were and how he's doing. So yeah, we will be back after this appointment.
One hour later.
What's up, guys? It is a totally new day. I didn't get to finish filming on the day that we went to the appointment, so I am back to film for you guys now. So I want to tell you guys how it ended up going. It actually ended up going really well. He's doing great, thank God. So we'll start off with the basics. He weighs 26 pounds, 12 ounces. He's 31.5 inches tall. So he's great as far as height and weight goes. He was in the 96th percentile. So that is really good. He wears a size 5 diapers, which is, I feel like it's pretty big for his age. I don't know. I mean, I don't know in comparison, but he's a pretty solid guy. But I want to go ahead and get into some of those questions I was talking to you guys about. So the main question I wanted to ask her was if his speech was normal. Like I told you guys, he's saying 3 words, and she said 3 words were pretty much normal for his age, but she said by 18 months he needs to be saying 15 words. So I'm like, the pressure's on. Like, I need to make sure I get his vocabulary up. So I'm a little like, how am I gonna do that? I feel like it's so hard to teach a toddler. But she mainly was telling me, like, continue to read to him on a daily basis. Make sure you verbalize everything that you're doing with him and to him, just so that he knows the words to put to certain things and to associate with certain things. So that's what I'm doing. So I also got these different foods, like fake fruit, fake vegetables and foods, so that I can point out, you know, what they are and let him hold it and just kind of see them instead of just pointing at a flashcard. But I also have flashcards, I have books. So those are some of the things that I'm going to do to get his vocabulary up. Is this bread? Is this bread? I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right here. Oh. Is this bread? All right, so we clearly need to work on that. And then also I talked to her about sleep regression. She said that's pretty normal with everything that he's had going on. Like I told you guys before, he's had hand, foot, mouth, ear infections. So she was like, that's pretty much normal. And the third question I had to ask her was about teething. He's teething a lot. Like I told you guys before, he's getting his molars in and a lot of those back teeth. So he's drooling a lot. He's biting on his fingers a lot. So, you know, I just wanted to ask him how he was doing as far as teeth goes and stuff. She says that everything looks good. He has a lot of teeth, and she said we can go ahead and book his first dentist appointment. So those are the main things that went on in the appointment. I wanted to give you guys some updates on what he's doing at 15 months, some new things he's been doing. So he just started doing some gestures maybe about 2 to 3 weeks ago, so a little bit before he turned 15 months. But he waves now, he says hi, he says bye, those kinds of things. He points at things that he wants now, which is really helpful. Even though he's not able to say the things, it is helpful that he can point to something and tell me that that's what he wants. So he just started doing that. One thing about Carter is that he is around kids that are older than him. When I got him into his daycare at 12 months, they said that they usually don't take toddlers into the toddler class until they're about 15 months. But he got in there at 12 months because they didn't have any more slots left in the infant class. So I think that's also helped a lot, just being around older kids, even with walking and things like that. I feel like it helped him socially, it helped him with being able to move around, and some of the things that he's done, I feel like he's kind of gotten there a little bit faster because he's been around kids that are a little bit older. But he did start walking at 10 months, and now he's basically running everywhere. He gets into everything you can think of. He gets really bored of his toys really quickly, and he likes to get into things that he shouldn't get into, like all of mommy and daddy's things. He loves remotes and plugs and everything that he shouldn't love, right? Don't you? Don't you? So yeah, he's just discovering everything, and he's keeping us on our toes. What's something else I can tell you guys about him? Temper tantrums. Oh my goodness. Those started, I feel like those started about a month ago. So he'll get really frustrated with things if he can't get it. Here he comes. Ah! 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 Oh my goodness. Thank you, my baby. I love you. So temper tantrums, he'll get really frustrated with things. If he's not able to reach something, if he's not able to get it, then he will have a fit. And what that fit will look like is he will throw himself on the ground or just lay on the ground and pretty much make that sound. So we go through those things all the time, all day long, right? So yeah, so temper tantrums are definitely a thing in this household. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is his sleep schedule. So basically he goes to sleep at about 7:30 on the weekdays, 7 o'clock if he didn't get a nap in daycare, because sometimes he doesn't get a nap in daycare. I'll usually ask them, and I'll know pretty much if he hasn't had a nap because he's very cranky when he gets home, and I go pick him up around 5-ish. So he normally goes to sleep around 7:30, at the latest 8. And he doesn't wake up until 6:30 in the morning, and he pretty much wakes up at 6:30 very routinely, like every morning, almost 6:30 on the dot pretty much. So and then he's down to one nap. Now I didn't really have trouble getting him down to one nap because his daycare pretty much did that. They normally take a nap between 12 and 2. So even when we have him on the weekends and things like that, we still try to keep him on that same schedule. So he's on a 1 nap schedule, but he does sleep about an hour and a half to 2 hours while he's napping. So that's really nice because we get a really good solid break. But yeah, we don't do 2 naps anymore. What else can I tell you guys? Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about his appetite, and I also want to do a what my toddler eats in a day video. Are you peeking? Say hey. Say hi. Hi to the people. You don't want to say hi? Say hi to the people. Hi. Hi, people. You're like, I don't see anybody, though. But yeah, so he's trying to go play with the plug now. I know what he's doing before he does it. So as far as appetite goes, he's not a picky eater. He does pretty well, but he doesn't like vegetables now. So I used to have such an easy time being able to give him like any vegetable I wanted to. I used to puree his foods when he was younger, and he would eat pretty much anything. And I started him off with meat fairly young, at about 5 months-ish, 5 or 6 months. So he does really well with meats. But since he turned 1, he definitely knows what he wants and what he doesn't want. So vegetables aren't his forte. He is on whole milk. He doesn't have sensitivities to whole milk. Okay. So that's a good thing. And he's drinking about 16 to 24 ounces a day. I do give him a bottle in the morning, and I give him a bottle at night. I give him about 8 ounces in the morning, 8 ounces at night. I need to wean him completely off the bottle. That is our next task, because yeah, the doctor's like, he needs to be off the bottle, and he has so many teeth now, and I don't want to mess him up. So, but other than that, he does drink out of the sippy cup really well. So yeah, okay, we're gonna try together. I think that's about it. That's all that I wanted to tell you guys. That's all I can really think of. And then I did want to give some hope as far as if you are expecting a toddler soon. I want to tell you guys, mamas out there, there is hope, okay? You will feel better. It does get better as they get older. I feel better. I feel like I'm more independent. I don't have a baby strapped to me at all times anymore because he's able to walk and he wants to walk and he wants to discover the world, and we feel like a separate entity now. I know when they're first born and those first few months, probably almost up to a year, or at least up until they're walking, you feel like you have somebody that is attached to you, and that can be kind of hard, but it does get better. I feel a lot more independent now. Having a toddler comes with its own struggles. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, okay? But it does get better as far as how you feel. I feel great. My body's getting back to normal. I feel like it's pretty much back to normal. And I mean, not just weight-wise, but hormone-wise, all that good stuff. I feel like it's a lot better. I feel a lot more like myself. I know that first year I was just so tired. And don't get me wrong, it got better and better, but now I feel like at my optimal. I mean, it just gets better the older that they get. So good luck on your journey, and thank you guys for watching. All right, bye guys. Can you say bye-bye? Good job. I love you. Thank you.